Big shot, give me some. Just put your feelings on. All in, yeah. Get it done anytime, anyone. Call it, yeah. Give me some, give me some. Oh, yeah. Number one, give me ones. Oh, yeah, yeah. Top five, not five. Not four, not three, not two. Not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do. Top five, not five. Not four, not three, not two. Not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do. Okay, yeah, I'm a threat, and I step on.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. They say let your boy Brad cook. We're going to let him cook then. We're going to see what Brad is cooking in the kitchen because we're going to be waiting for dinner. So, hey, guys, make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and hit the word all so that you may receive every notification that comes from this channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions, and we're going to continue to cover them in the offseason. And pretty much, yes, the Lions did re-sign Tim Patrick, which I think is a beautiful thing, bringing him back on a one-year deal, reportedly worth $4 million. So Brad gets another discount for bringing Tim Patrick back. So shout out for Tim Patrick because he wanted to be back on the team. And definitely he played well with the Lions last year. So I applaud Brad for bringing back Tim Patrick. And then we signed a quarterback. Didn't think we were going to sign a quarterback so early, but we're bringing in another quarterback to compete with Hendon Hooker. Looks like Kyle Allen is coming in from the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're going to see what's going to happen with that situation. Pretty much, we already know that the Lions lost Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to go back to coach high school football. So pretty much you had to have a backup quarterback. So maybe Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen will battle for the number 2 quarterback. But definitely, you know, I know Kyle Allen has a little bit more experience than what Hendon Hooker has, but it might be a lot of teams that might be out there trying to check for Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker is a prospect that you don't really know too much about because we haven't really seen everything that he can do. Now, we know that he can play, and we saw that he was looking pretty decent in the preseason last year, so we don't know, man, what the Lions are going to do with Hendon Hooker, but at the same time, we know that, you know, to me, he played well enough to be the number 2 quarterback. You got to let him make his bumps and his bruises or whatever he's going to do. But, you know, maybe the Tennessee Titans may want to make a trade for him. I saw something online last week about Tennessee trying to make a trade for Hendon Hooker. So I don't know how real that is, but if that is real, he would be a great fit with the Tennessee Titans. I think that Hendon Hooker will be really solid for the Tennessee Titans because I know that they need a quarterback because Will Levis has pretty much not really panned out for those guys as they thought he would. So today, the Lions make another move, getting a tight end from the Jets and Kenny Yeboah, Kenny Yeboah. But so they'll be bringing him on today. But, you know, the biggest thing is that I want to talk about is, you know, right now it seems like the fan base is divided. Let's keep it a real. Let's keep it a hundo. And it's because everybody has their own opinions and thoughts about the Detroit Lions, you know, what they think the Lions should be doing. You know, some people thinking like, you know, that you're talking about Brad Holmes. You're hating on Brad Holmes, you know, just because you're trying to keep Brad accountable and just say, hey, look, you know, I love my team and I want to see us get the position that we need. You know, we all know that we need a pass rusher. Why do we keep talking about it every single day? Because that's the position that we need. And we pretty much know now in free agency that Brad is pretty much backing himself up in the corner. And pretty much there's hardly no free agents out there for him to go out there and get. So, you know, you can go out there and get Azeez Ojulari. You can go get Matt Judon or maybe some other dude that may be out there. But he's pretty much got himself backed up in the corner. And if he doesn't make a play to get any of these guys, and I think that Azeez would be perfect for the team because he's a young guy. He hasn't hit his ceiling yet. He's only 24 years old. He'll be 25 in June. And you can have him come in because he also has 22 career sacks as well. So he can get to the quarterback. And that's what we need. We need another guy that can come in here and get to the quarterback that is a sort of type of veteran type of player that the other rookie can play behind and learn. So if the Lions were decided to move on, say they picked up Azeez Ojulari and they signed him on a 2-year deal. Then that's on that second year when they decide to say, hey, well, what we're going to do with Azeez, we'll just let him walk, and then we'll let the rookie come in and take his spot. Then that'll be perfect. But at the same time, there's a lot of people out there just saying, that people are hating on Brad Holmes. No one's hating on Brad Holmes. We're just keeping Brad Holmes accountable and just saying, hey, man, this is the position that you need. Why do you fail to ignore it? Now you have to go in the draft and you have to hit on whatever edge you draft in a draft. You're going to have to hit on that guy. Normally, the smart thing to do as a GM would be to grab a veteran and let that veteran come in and then allow that rookie to play behind that veteran. But right now, he's putting himself in a corner and backing himself in a corner. And it's kind of hard to get out of that corner because if he does not grab a free agent defensive end, then you're going to have to go in the draft. And I don't know if he's going to trade up, trade down. I don't know what he's going to do. But you're going to have your eyes on a guy. And whatever guy that you draft, you better hope that you hit on that guy. That's the biggest thing. If you decide not to grab a veteran defensive end to come in here and play alongside Aiden Hutchinson, then you better hit on your rookie prospect. Because if you don't hit on him, it's going to set you back even more. So that's the biggest thing, man. It's not that anybody's hating on Brad Holmes. We love what Brad Holmes has done to this team. We love the way that Brad Holmes has been able to draft and hit on majority of his players. We know that as a GM, you're not going to hit on every single player. We understand that, and we know that. We already know those things. You're not going to hit on every single player. But if you can hit on the key positions that impact the team, then that's going to be a beautiful thing. Imagine if we didn't hit on Jahmyr Gibbs. We would be thinking about trading Jahmyr Gibbs if we didn't hit on him. We hit on Jahmyr Gibbs. We hit on Sam Laporta. We hit on Brian Branch. We hit on Kirby Joseph. Now we just want to hit and be able to get a defensive edge that's going to be on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. And I know what Brad Holmes is doing. He's pretty much, the biggest thing is that he's doing right now is, I understand he's trying to balance the books and he doesn't want to pay another edge the type of money that Aiden Hutchinson is going to be paid in the next few years. And I understand that. I understand that totally. So yes, grabbing you a veteran may be good for right now. You can get him on a cheaper deal. But then, even if you grab a rookie, if you go up higher to get a rookie and then you go up there and grab somebody like Abdul Carter or something like that, then you're going to pay some money to go up there and get them, and you're going to have to give up a lot of stuff to go up there and get them. Now, I'm not saying that the Lions can't do that. They could go up and, trade a couple of their picks or whatever and go up and get one of the top edges in the draft. They could do that. So the biggest thing is we're not saying that Brad Holmes is not doing his job or he's not cooking. We're just saying, hey, if you're cooking, don't forget to cook this right here. Don't forget to cook this position right here because this is the most important position on the team. That's why pass rushers get paid a lot of money. It's hard to find a pass rusher, man. It is hard to find an elite pass rusher. That's why people don't give them up. That's the reason why the Cleveland Browns didn't want to give up Myles Garrett, because it's hard to find an elite pass rusher. It's hard to find guys like Trey Hendrickson and TJ Watt, guys that can actually get to the quarterback and make plays on a constant basis. So it's not the fact that anybody's hating on Brad Holmes, because we would never be hating on Brad Holmes. Only thing we're doing is holding Brad Holmes' feet to the fire, and we're holding him accountable, saying, hey, Brad, don't forget this position. Only thing we as fans is crying out and saying is that we just want the edge. That's all we want. And you can do whatever you got to do, Brad. If you want to dollar store shop all day long and get all your players from the dollar store, that's fine. That's cool. But at the same time, don't neglect the edge position. Don't. So pretty much if he does not get an edge in free agency, he has to hit in the draft on whatever edge he decides to draft. He has to hit on these guys because he pretty much put himself in a corner and his back is against the wall. So when your back is against the wall, Normally people come out swinging. So we're going to see what Brad Holmes is going to do. We're going to see, is he going to cook? But nobody is hating on Brad Holmes. We're loving what Brad Holmes is doing, but at the same time, changing.
Big shot, give me some. Just put your feelings all in, yeah. Get it done anytime, anyone. Call it, yeah. Give me some, oh yeah. Number one, give me ones, oh yeah, yeah. Top five, not five, not four, not three, not two, not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do. Top five, not four, not three, not two, not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do.
Okay, yeah, I'm a threat, and I step on next. St. Laurent my chest. We don't tolerate no disrespect. On my soul, put that on my soul. Check off all my goals. Came into my own. Flip my fit, my whip, my chick on gold. Yeah, came with the floater. Yeah, I'm the